What's going on, guys? My name is Matt, and on this channel we talk about investing, personal finance, and entrepreneurship. So I think if you enjoyed this video, I would really suggest you consider subscribing to the channel so you won't miss any future videos and all the valuable content I'll be providing in those videos. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Roth IRAs, what they are, why you need to get one, and how they can help you invest your way to millions of dollars with relatively low risk. So let's talk about what is a Roth IRA. So Roth IRAs are one of the best ways to start investing towards retirement. They're especially good if you're a younger investor and are really just starting to think about retirement savings. Guys, I think this is one of the most important videos you can be watching right now, because if you follow the steps that I talk about in this video and you really go with it, this can really make a difference in your life and be the difference between you being a millionaire when you retire or having very little money. Roth IRAs are a really cool account basically given to you by the government, which allows you to invest after-tax dollars. People who invest in their Roth IRAs over a long period of time typically are able to amass hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars before they retire. Roth IRAs are one of the best retirement accounts you can invest in 2020. Roth IRAs are especially good for people who are young and not making a lot of money. They allow you to put after-tax dollars into a retirement account, which can then grow tax-free. By being young and not having a large tax rate, Roth IRAs really allow you to take advantage of the tax system. They allow you to put after-tax dollars in now so that your investments can grow tax-free and allow you to take them out without paying any tax penalty after 59.5. So first we need to go over what is a Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is basically any other retirement account, except the major difference is that you use after-tax dollars to invest in the account. You're able to invest in anything from stocks, bonds, mutual funds, pretty much any investment you can make outside of a retirement account, you can make in an IRA. An IRA stands for Individual Retirement Account, and as of 2020, you can invest up to $6,000 annually into this account. That's as little as $500 a month, which over long periods of time can make millions of dollars. If you were to invest $6,000 a year into an index fund inside of a Roth IRA, over the course of about 32 years, your investment would likely grow to over $1 million. This is assuming an average rate of return of 8.64% adjusted for inflation and with dividends reinvested. Some people might disagree about the average return of the stock market over the last 100 years or so, but according to my research, I have found that it's approximately to be 8%. There are very few investment vehicles in 2020 that allow your invested money to grow tax-free. You're able to do this through a Roth IRA by paying the taxes before you put it into the account. So the $6,000 per year or $500 a month that you put into the account is after-tax dollars. This also means that any of the money gained inside the account you don't pay any capital gains tax on. That's phenomenal compared to investments that you might make outside of your retirement account, which you could pay upwards of 20% in capital gains tax depending on the amount and your tax bracket. A key thing to think about before you start investing in a Roth IRA is whether you think your current tax rate is going to go up or down in the future. If you think it's going to go up in the future, that means a Roth is the best investment choice for you. But there's a traditional IRA, which is just basically use pre-tax dollars to put into that account, and then the money that grows in there, you will have to pay taxes on when you take it out. So you can take money out of your IRA as soon as 59.5. But you can wait until you turn 70.5. At that point, you will have to start taking mandatory distributions from your account. But obviously, the longer you keep the money in the account, the more likely it is to grow to a higher number. It is not uncommon for people to reach retirement age and have millions of dollars if they invested consistently over their career in a Roth IRA. $6,000 a year might not sound like much, but over time it can really add up. At this point, you're probably thinking, how does $6,000 a year ever equate to over $1 million? You're like, if I invested $6,000 a year, it would take me over 100 years to reach $1 million. But no. That's because you're forgetting about a key component, which is called compound interest. Einstein calls compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, and I truly believe that it is. Compound interest allows your investment to multiply. Compound interest basically allows you to earn interest on top of your interest. So the first year that you invest in the account, let's say $6,000, and you earn it, let's say a 10% return. That means the next year, assuming you invest $6,000 again, you'd then have $12,600 in the account. So not only will you earn interest on the $12,000 you put in, but you'll also earn interest on the additional $600 in your account. That might not sound like much when it's only $600 because 10% of $600 is only $60, but over time, when the money really starts to compile, it can really turn into some big numbers. But just think about it, once your account hits $1 million in value, if you're making 8 to 10% returns on your investment, that's suddenly $80,000 to $100,000 a year in tax-free income. You're able to take that money out of the account, or you can leave it in there to compound more, but you can use that money for whatever you want, and Uncle Sam doesn't get any of it. That's one of the true amazing things about a Roth IRA. With a Roth IRA, you are able to withdraw your money early, but you will face a tax penalty. So the really cool thing about compound interest is that if you're young and you're watching this video, the younger that you start investing in a Roth IRA, the more money you're going to have in the account when you're ready to retire. And just a few years, you'd be surprised at how much of a dramatic difference you can make. Because you make all of the money at the end. So every year that you keep it in longer, or the extra couple years that if you invest sooner, that's going to have a dramatic effect on your retirement balance. It's just simple math. So if you have, let's say, $100,000 in the account and you make 8% a year, you're only making $8,000. But let's say if you have $1 million in the account, you're making $80,000 with an 8% return. And just imagine that on an even larger scale. Let's say you have $2, $3, $4 million. Now that's a little more of a stretch. That's not quite as realistic to get, but it is possible depending on the investment choices that you make and how long you leave the money in the account. Obviously, your investment choices are based on your risk and how much risk you're willing to accept. But if you're willing to go for more risky investments such as stocks as opposed to like an index fund, which is extremely safe, there's much higher potential for a return on your money. So if you're young and watching this video, let's say like under 25, you're obviously not making that much money probably, so that your tax rate is extremely low, maybe as low as 10 or 15%. So that means the Roth IRA is definitely for you because you pay the tax now, and that means that your money gets to grow tax-free. But if your income's extremely high right now, then I don't think a Roth IRA is the best tool for you. I think more of a traditional IRA would be the better choice. That way you don't pay the tax now, you pay the tax later when it's presumed that your income will be lower, so you'll pay a lower tax rate on the money. It's all about what stage you're in your investment career. Obviously, if you're not making a lot of money, you're going to want to go with a Roth. If you're making a lot of money right now, you're going to want to go with a traditional IRA. But it's entirely possible to be a millionaire just from a Roth IRA. As little as $6,000 a year, $500 a month, or a little over $16 a day. That's all you have to give up to be a millionaire. There's so many people in this country that retire broke. You don't want to be one of those people. Take advantage of this opportunity right now. There hasn't been a much better time to invest than right now. So many stocks are on sale. So many things are a great buy right now. Take advantage of this opportunity. Again, to reiterate my example, in just 32 years, with a presumed interest rate of just 8%, which is really relatively easy to get, guys. There's a lot of investments that can get you a lot higher rate, but let's just say you invest in an index fund, you get the market average over, let's say, 30 to 32 years. It's entirely possible for you to have $1 million. So if you invest, let's say you're 20 years old right now, you invest for 32 years, that means you're 52 and you're a millionaire. You are way ahead of the curve. There are so many people that are 60, 65, 70 who have less than $100,000 in retirement savings. You do not want to be that guy that's 70 years old and has no money. You're going to have to work for the rest of your life, and you're not going to want to do that. Your future self will thank you if you invest using a Roth IRA. It is by far the best investment tool, in my opinion, right now. So if you did enjoy this video, I would really hope that you consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I got a lot of cool videos coming up, and I'm really excited. I think you guys will really like it. And I hope you consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.